In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to edit, void, and delete transactions in QuickBooks Online. Understanding how to safely change or remove transactions is really important because every edit you make affects your reports, your balances, and sometimes even your tax information. So in this walkthrough, I'll guide you step by step, and I'll also give you some tips to help you decide when to edit, when to void, and when to delete. Let's start with editing a transaction. You'll use this when something small needs to be corrected, like the date, the memo, or maybe the customer or vendor. From your QuickBooks Online dashboard, head over to either the Sales section or the Expenses section, depending on what you're trying to change. For example, if it's an invoice or a sales receipt, go to Sales. If it's a bill, check, or expense, go to Expenses. Once you're there, look through the list and select the specific transaction you want to update. In the Action column on the right-hand side, click the small arrow. From the menu that appears, choose View Edit. This opens the full details of the transaction. Now carefully make your changes. You might adjust the transaction date to match the actual day it occurred, or update the memo field to add a clearer description, such as what the payment was for or any internal note you want to remember later. Take a quick moment to double-check all the fields before you finish. When everything looks correct, select Save and Close. QuickBooks will update the transaction, and your reports will reflect those new details. Next, let's talk about voiding and deleting, and when you would use each option. Voiding a transaction is best when you need to cancel it, but still want a record that it existed. When you void something, the amount is changed to zero, but the transaction itself stays in your books for reference. This is helpful for audit trails and for keeping a clear history of what happened. Deleting, on the other hand, removes the transaction entirely, as if it was never created. This can be appropriate if it was entered by mistake and truly doesn't belong in your records, but you should use it with caution. To void or delete, first find the transaction in your sales or expense list, just like before. In the Action column, click the small arrow. From the options that appear, select either void or delete, depending on what you've decided is appropriate. QuickBooks will ask you to confirm your choice. Select Yes to confirm, and the change will be applied immediately.